Hi, I'm Arvind Rangan, an architect, and along with my wife Varuna, who's an interior designer, we together head this practice. We call ourselves as Arvind Varuna Associates. We've been around for the last about 25 years and focusing mainly on architecture and interior design assignments ranging from residential to commercial and hospitality and housing projects. The client in this particular case, they are very traditional and very private individuals. Their requirement was very simple and straightforward. They wanted a home just for themselves, for their private lives, which is spacious and comfortable, which has all the modern trappings but is yet understated. And above all, they wanted it to be 100% Vastu compliant. The site is almost a rectangle, just tapering out at the rear like this. It is abutting a road which is on the eastern side, so the site is north and east. Measures about 140 feet, I think, in the south, about 125 feet on the north, and 210 feet on the east. The site is completely surrounded by residences and apartments, being in an urban colony in the city of Chennai. Being a 100% Vastu compliant home, our first endeavor was to locate the house towards the southern side of the plot. Now, this gave us some resultant spaces on the northern side, which we visualized as a large garden which can be used for social events. There is also an entertainment space we thought we could plan at the back, and some spaces as a visual relief on the east, keeping very minimal setbacks on the west, and thought of having lots of trees to shield this from the active sun. The road being here, abutting on the eastern side, we have gained access to the plot from here, which is towards the northeast of the campus. There is the garage and the electrical utilities placed at the far end of the site here. There is a servant block which we thought would be ideally located here, with a service entry for access to all amenities. And then there is the security block and the water storage and the treatment plant, all coming in the northeast part. So this is the stage where we zone the site and broadly mark out what are the amenities and features which need to come in. We have broadly based our design concept on a grid of 9 squares, which is drawing inspiration from the ancient Hindu principles of architecture. Taking the entrance from the north here into a grand foyer. This also helped us in dividing the house into 3 zones broadly: the public zone, the semi-public, and the private areas within the house. The center of the house is where we have the courtyard, which is also referred to as the Brahmasthal. So what we have done is we have given this concept a modern twist by making this courtyard the center of attraction for this house, and in its focus we have kept the puja room. As this family is very religious, and they have several religious ceremonies which they conduct with a lot of their extended families gathering. So for such occasions, this courtyard comes very handy as a spillover space. This courtyard also acts as a focal point as one enters, and at its far end we have created a screen which is nothing but a wall in rough stone, which hides some of the private areas of the house in both the ground and the first floor, and against it as a backdrop we have a grand staircase designed in steel going up from the ground to the first floor, and it's of course wrapped in wood and all that, as can be seen in the photographs. So this acts as a pivotal focus as one enters the house, and it's double height and it's very voluminous and spacious, and it sort of makes the house look inward, which, being in the urban context where there is very little privacy in the surroundings because of towering apartments and homes all around, so this courtyard gives a very it's a unifying focal point for this house in general. In the front here we have what we call as the living. There is a home office here for the client where he intends to have a lot of his discussions and meetings. There is a home theater also in the front where they would like to meet friends and sometimes have events like that. There is a family living here. This being the east, there is the morning deck, which is very important, and they were very keen that they spend a lot of time with sipping their morning coffee. The kitchen is in the southeast corner, which we refer to as the Agni Moolam. The southwest has one of the bedrooms, and of course the dining space, which is sandwiching another daily dining in between for the family. So this is how we had approached the design, and we found that the ground floor laid itself out, keeping the courtyard as the focus. Moving on to the first floor, being the southern side here, we placed two of the main bedrooms here with a private library, which they are very avid about. Coming in the center, has a balcony which overlooks the garden at the rear. There is a gym which is opening out onto the which has views of the garden in the front, and then there is a guest room here. Of course, the courtyard, which is double height, the family room, which is also a double height space, and this is the upper part of the foyer. Being in the tropical belt, we tried to use the principle of an air dam, which is very prevalent in the automobile industry, where it's used for the aerodynamism. This is the central courtyard. This is a light court which is in the front there. We have designed a slab which is inclined and tapering outwards towards the southern side, which is meant to deflect air through a series of vents in through the central spaces and through openings and windows at both the ground and the first floor, and also through clear stories which are at the upper part of the courtyard. These louvers are motorized and they are kept open, and we find the temperature within the house is very pleasant because of the gentle draft which is created by this principle. Being a very simple and understated approach to the design and aesthetics, we try to keep the palette very simple. We've gone for mainly whites and hues of grays here and there. The flooring is a white marble with grey streaks, and accents of wood used on the staircase or on the ceiling, just to brighten up the space, with color coming through artwork and artifacts which are on the walls, and the fabric that we use on the upholsteries and the curtains and the furniture. So this is the approach that we took for this.